Thank you for logging on to this Norwell High School sports broadcast brought to you by WellsCountyVoice.com, a division of the Voice Enterprises. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of our sponsors you hear throughout the game, so be sure to visit their businesses and use their services as often as possible, and tell them thanks for their support. We encourage you to go to the games and support your local team, but when you just can't make it, we're here for you. Now it's time for the pregame show on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Norwell Lady Night Basketball. We're back at the Castle this evening. Lady Knights on the road the last couple of ball games, most recently up at Northwood on Saturday. A big victory up there over a very strong program, and the Knights made it look relatively easy as they came back home with a 52-35 win over Northwood. They had a 50-point lead at halftime and extended it just a little bit. Since I was last with you, Norwell also taking out Fort Wayne Canterbury, another perennially strong program, 52-39, and of course the opening night win over Wayne, 85-31. Tonight, though, the Knights looking for quite a bit out of their opponents, the Concordia Cadets, Lady Cadets. They come into the Castle tonight with a record of 4-1. And Coach Dave Miller's got a good group of girls this year, led by Shania Kelly, the senior. I know considered one of the top 5 players in the Fort Wayne area by the News Sentinel this year. Concordia comes into this one with that record of 4-1, as I mentioned. Wins against New Haven, Belmont, Fort Wayne Northrop, and East Noble. Their only loss was their last game on the 17th. That was at Homestead. Came within 14 points of what could be the very best team in the state, as they had 3 in the top 5 in the News Sentinel this past week. Battling a little bit of a cold this week, so you'll have to bear with me. This is Greg Van Meter, and Roger Thornton didn't want me to use his name tonight, but he's helping me out with the camera work, Derek. If you're home watching and listening, we miss you, buddy. Look forward to getting back at it here next week, as this will be the last game prior to Thanksgiving for either the boys or the girls, and the boys won't play until next week. They open up next week against Mississinawa. Their traditional opening night game against Adams Central on Saturday, postponed because of the football tournament, and of course Concordia, who they were supposed to play this week, also delayed due to the success of the Concordia football program. And we do want to wish them the best of luck this weekend down at Lucas Oil, as they will play another high-scoring team for the right to capture the 3A football state championship. We'll take a real quick break here and be back with some more pregame after these words from Adam Memorial Hospital.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you: your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
Welcome back to the Castle and the pregame show. Greg Van Meter bringing the action tonight. Norwell 3-0, Concordia 4-1. Concordia actually a 2-point favorite tonight, even though Norwell with better Sagarin ratings and more highly rated in the polls. Norwell currently at 84.63 in the Sagarin ratings. That's 37th overall and 7th in Class A, but Concordia couldn't be much closer. They're at 84.09, and that's good for 38th overall and 8th in Class 3A. Over the last 15 years, Norwell's kind of dominated this series. Norwell 12 wins against Concordia's 5, and their last meeting was a Norwell victory. That was last November 24th, and that was at Concordia. Well-played game by the Lady Knights there. But Concordia had kind of a up-and-down season. They struggled early on last year, and yet by the end of the season, Coach Miller had them in a position to be able to win their 5th sectional championship in the last 6 years. We mentioned Shania Kelly. She's their big gun. She averaged 16 points a game last year, along with 10 rebounds a game. And they have got their sights set for a deep run in the tournament later on this season. As Coach Miller said, they've got 7 kids back, and all 7 of those kids saw a lot of time last year on the varsity floor. He's expecting a lot out of them this year. In addition to Kelly, they've got another big in Elizabeth Hetler. She averaged 3 points and rebounds a game last year, as well as Hannah Knack and Olivia Hill. Olivia Hill listed at 5'10", Hannah Knack at 6'1". Now they also have Hannah Koch, who's listed at 6'2". She's a junior as well, so they've got some real size inside, but they've also got some good guards, and they're young. Carissa Garcia and Siler Starks, both sophomores, but saw significant playing time last year as freshmen. Starks averaged 10 points a game, and Garcia averaged 10 points a game, 4 rebounds a game, and 2.6 assists per game. So very, very good as freshmen, and they're going to bring a very potent attack here at the Castle tonight against the Lady Knights. Lady Knights so far this year being led by their point guard, Kaylee Roller, as she's been playing very well, both scoring and distributing the basketball. Logan Rouse has stepped up and played well. Brianne Barger's really the wild card, I think, on this team, as she came out on the first night, put up 22, I believe. The left-handed forward, depends on which list you're looking at, listed between 5'10 and 5'11, but she certainly had an impact, not just with her ability to score the basketball, but very aggressive for a freshman in getting after the rebounds and playing some defense as well. So I think we've got a good one here tonight. As we mentioned, Concordia favored by 2, but I expect this one to go right down to the wire. We'll take another quick break and be back with starting lineups and the rest of the pregame festivities after these words from our sponsors.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You shop local and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian.
we would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Welcome back. We're just about set for the national anthem. And it looks like they're going to be playing a recorded version of it tonight, so we're not going to be able to share that with you once they get through the sportsmanship speech and so forth. We'll have to cut away to commercial to make sure we're not violating any copyright laws. Boy, it's quiet here in the gym. Everybody anticipating the national anthem. Do we have somebody singing the national anthem?
That was Ted Moser over in the student section.
Oh, I see. Well, the clock hasn't wound down all the way yet. The cheerleaders were on point, ready to go early. And there's PA announcer Jamie Feldheiser as he welcomes the patrons here this evening. Not a big crowd for Wednesday night. Mr. Thornton, thanks for joining me this evening.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I think probably
you're going to have to move that mic just a little closer to your mouth. There you go.
I think maybe the IU IPFW game might take in some of the crowd with it being there at the Coliseum tonight.
I heard some ticket prices on StubHub going as high as $600.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
It is for a game in Fort Wayne, that's for sure. But the last time I think the Hoosiers were in town was like 1960 or 61.
That's a great chance to see them.
Once in a generation event. But, yeah, it's should be a lot of fun. Of course, IU right now ranked the number 1 team in the nation, so it should not be much of a game.
Yep.
We'll take a quick break while the national anthem is being played here, folks. We'll be right back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
Double-digit pay raises are history. Now money's a lot harder to get a hold of and even harder to hang on to. That's why I would like to offer you a free discount double check. I'll go through your car insurance policy to make sure you're getting the discounts you deserve and aren't leaving any money on the table. So call me, Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928, because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why I'm here.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to the Castle. We're just about set for action. We'll join PA announcer Jamie Feldheiser for the starting lineups right now.
Starting at a guard, a 5'6" junior, number 5, Nate Patterson. Starting at another guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 12, Carissa Garcia. Starting at the other guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 20, Sonia Starks. Starting at a forward, a 6' senior, number 24, Shania Kelly. And starting at the other forward, a 5'11" junior, number 44, Libby Hedman. The head coach of the Concordia Lady Cadets is Mr. Dave Miller. And now the starting lineup for your Norwell Lady Lions. Starting at a forward, a 5'8" sophomore, number 12, 5'2", Courtney Beer. And starting at the other guard, the 5'5" senior, number 20, Kaylee Roller.
Once again, those starters for Concordia: Paige Patterson, Carissa Garcia, Siler Starks, Shania Kelly, and Libby Hetler for head coach Dave Miller. Dave Miller in his 14th year at Fort Wayne Concordia, 27th year overall, 399 wins, going for his 400th win tonight for the Cadets. For Norwell, it's Brielle Wilson, Aubrey Dunnick, Kaylee Roller, Courtney Beer, and Logan Rouse for head coach Eric Thornton. He's in his 20th year at Norwell with a record of 295 wins versus just 147 losses. What an impressive legacy he has created here at Norwell. I
really
shake my head.
Both coaches from both programs. Dave's done a great job over the years.
He really has. Dave is an excellent coach as well. Had a chance to say hi to him as Concordia controls the tip. Not a surprise, Shania Kelly getting the first hand on it. It's being handled up top by Garcia, the sophomore. That's Paige Patterson. She works across the top. They swing around, trying to get Kelly free underneath. There's a shot inside and a late foul call. That'll go on Kaylee Roller and they call it on Brielle Wilson. Well, I didn't see that one, but that probably won't be the last.
No,
foul
I'm sure it won't be.
As Garcia will go to the line to shoot a pair. And not a lot of touch on that shot. I noticed her jumper was a little flat as well. This one she gets to go, but boy, I'll tell you what, it crawled over the rim as Concordia takes the early 1-0 lead at the 7:37 mark of this first quarter. Courtney Beer, that's Rouse in the corner. Norwell running their motion offense. Concordia really getting after it defensively. And that's the difference in the girls' game. And what really keeps these teams strong from year to year is that excellent defense. You're going to see that out of both of these squads tonight. Courtney Beer charged with the turnover there as she stepped on the baseline. And now the 1-3-1 trap from the Knights in the middle. That was Hetler able to get the offensive rebound. The long three, that's Starks. And that gives Concordia an early 4-0 lead. Norwell yet to take a shot.
And Starks was somebody they were really worried about coming into this game. She's been playing well.
She can really shoot it as Rouse off with her first shot. That was a 3 attempt. Starks the other way, and boy, Starks really moves well for just a sophomore. Very confident out there. She's listed at 5'9". Nice pass inside to Kelly. Kelly can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Knocked out of there by Rouse. Good job of getting her hand on the ball. Beer will handle it and get the foul call. That's going to go on Garcia, I believe. Or, no, Patterson. I'm sorry. Yep. I'll tell you, with these ponytails,
it's hard to see numbers, and
it is.
Yeah.
I'll be glad when the short hairstyles come back. Yes, the referees do a great job of seeing it. I mean, I don't know how they do it.
They're a little closer than we are, though.
That's true. Roller being guarded by Garcia out top, and Garcia really hounding her. Kaylee able to get the shot off, but hard off the backboard. Norwell yet to get on the scoreboard. That's Patterson. Now Garcia. Brielle Wilson guarding her. Patterson underneath. Nice feed to Kelly, but Kelly's strong. And that foul is going to be, that was Starks with the shot. Foul on Kelly. That'll be her first. And again, both girls with ponytails, both wearing a number that starts with 2.
It's hard to tell.
Oh, my goodness, and similar size. Now, Kelly's listed at 6 foot, and Starks is listed at 5'9". But from this distance, as Brielle Wilson knocks down a long 2 to get the Knights on the scoreboard, it's just hard to tell them apart. I don't know, is Kelly committed to school anywhere?
Not that I know of, but that doesn't mean she's not.
Yeah. Well, she's a senior this year. Starks. Oh, nice hands there by Kaylee Roller, but Starks got it right back and able to hit the 15-foot jumper. Missed opportunity there for the Knights for a stop. 6-2 now Concordia, 5:14 left in the first quarter. Wilson, nice pass underneath.
To Dunnick, she was fouled on the play there.
I think she might have been fouled from behind. It looked like Kelly got all ball.
They did give it to her, though.
Yeah, it'll go on Hetler, her first. And Aubrey Dunnick to the line. Good-looking free throw there to cut the Concordia lead to 3. Norwell trying to stay perfect on the season. 3-0 coming into this one. Concordia, their only loss to an outstanding Homestead team. They've got a potential missed basketball in Carissa McLaughlin, and they only lost to them by 14 points.
Yes, they did. That was scary to think that they only lost that by that much.
Norwell having a little bit of trouble controlling the basketball up top, and that's due to the excellent defense by Garcia and Patterson. Good kick out to Rawls, and she drains it to tie it. Assist Roller. 6-6 here at the 4:40 mark of the first quarter. Appreciate you bearing with me this evening, as I've been battling a cold for about 2 weeks, and it's stuck with me from Indiana to Arizona and back. That's Hetler underneath. Good defense. And the ball finally corralled by Patterson for Concordia. Kelly kicks it cross court to Starks on the drive. No good. Dunnick, strong rebound underneath. And Roller will bring it up for the Lady Knights as we tick toward the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Wilson really being hounded by Starks. As Roller not able to penetrate. She's only taken it to the hole one time so far. Oh, nice backdoor pass to Rowles. I always want to call her Rolls. And blocked inside there by Hetler. Kelly open from the baseline. No good. And Starks probably got away with a foul, but she stepped on the line, so the Knights do get it back. And the first substitution of the game, Hannah Knack, the 6'1" senior, into the game for Concordia. She's in there for Hetler, I believe. No, she's in for Kelly. Yeah. Rouse on the drive. Great kick to Dunnick.
Yep.
The Knights take their first lead, 8-6. 3:27 left on the clock. Boy, great pass there to Dunnick.
That was a great pass down low.
Rouse, they really look cross that on that angle very well. That's a long three by Garcia. Right there for the putback is Hetler. And we're tied at 8. They're looking for some help in the backcourt as Garcia not leaving Kaylee Roller. That's good defense. Roller is the primary ball handler for the Knights as Rowles on the drive, blocked by Hetler, and Patterson heads the other way. She had a lane and didn't take advantage of it. Starks, the step back jumper, no good.
Rebound was Roller.
Kaylee doing a good job of getting position inside there for that rebound. 2.5 minutes left here in this first quarter. Rowles on the drive, loses the handle. Patterson, that's Garcia coming up with it. Boy, her and Patterson look so similar. Garcia on the drive, draws the foul. I think that's going to go on Dunnick. We'll check it. It does.
Yes.
It'll be her first, team second. Concordia with just 3 team fouls. It's like a couple of new Knights getting set to check in. Alexa Mallory's one of them, and I can't see the other one. Blocked by EJ.
Looks like the freshman Barger.
Brianne Barger also out there with Mallory had a great game. I saw it.
She sure did
on Saturday.
Yes, she did against Northwood.
15 points, maybe something like that. Reading about it in the paper today. Garcia will try to break this 8-8 tie, and no good. She's missed 2 of her 3 free throws. Courtney Beer now will bring it up for the Knights. That's Wilson. Wilson's already on the board. Barger Boy, she does not play like a freshman.
No, she certainly doesn't.
Wilson
That was
with
a good surprise for him this year.
Yeah, I guess. Boy, she's just athletic. From what I understand, an excellent tennis player.
Mm-hmm. The whole family is.
Okay.
Yep.
As Concordia resets their offense, that starts on the baseline. Kind of surprised Shania Kelly's not in there, although obviously Dave Miller not happy with what he was seeing out of Shania Kelly. He will not hesitate to set you.
Yeah, exactly.
As Bierce knocked down off the pick and Stark's 3 attempt. She didn't look real comfortable on that shot. Roller the other way with the left hand. That breaks the tie. And it's 10-8 Norwell. They take their first lead with 1:24 left in the first quarter. Now they go back into that trapping defense with Barger on top. She's pretty long, listed at 5'10 or 5'11. Can really disrupt the passing lanes. Although Coach Miller's seen it before, and that's the big pass. Good job by Brielle Wilson at dropping down for the interception. Norwell looking to build on a 2-point lead, under a minute to go in this first stanza. Beer tries to get it into Mallory inside, but the lane really wasn't there. Helton able to pick it off. And up ahead to Starks for 2. Nice assist there from, I believe that was that Garcia with the assist?
I didn't catch it.
It was a good pass, caught Starks right in stride. 10-10 with 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Beer open for 3, no good. And the rebound controlled by Starks. Norwell really cleared out. Didn't even try to go for an offensive rebound there. Alexa Mallory guarding Hannah Knack, trying to front her even at the 3-point line. 4 seconds. Garcia looking for an opening. She'll drive baseline and get the shot off, but it's no good off the front rim. And this game is as advertised, 10-10 after 1 quarter of play here at Norwell. We'll take a break here from a couple sponsors and be back after these words.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
T.W. Fable, a modern American restaurant, is now open at Timber Ridge Golf Course, 2330 East, 250 North in Bluffton, and it's bigger and better than ever. You can enjoy the same fine dining experience Tuesday through Thursday, 5 to 9, Friday and Saturday, 5 to 10. Reservations are recommended by calling 260-353-1360. Everyone is welcome at T.W. Fable. T.W. Fable is now taking reservations for holiday parties. Be sure to get your date locked in before they're all filled up. Call 353-1360.
Well, here at the Castle will be Norwell's ball to start the second quarter. Roger Thornton doing an excellent job with the camera tonight. Oh, I wasn't supposed to mention. Oh, now I'm in trouble. He may not come back. He may leave at halftime and not come back.
There's something about those Thorntons. They've got a weird temperament.
Well, I'm not going to talk about him like that because he's doing me a huge favor. Not that you aren't as well.
That was Brianne Barger for 3 outside, but she missed it and ended up with a foul on the rebound by, I believe it was Alexa Mallory.
Yeah, Mallory called for the foul. So Norwell in the hole early, but battled back to tie it. And we remain tied here. Low scoring affair so far. Norwell, their first on opening night, put up 85 points against Wayne. Shania Kelly still not back out on the floor. It's Starks, Garcia, Knack, Hetler, and Patterson for the Knights. Oh, nice move by Garcia. The little start and stop and the short jumper gives Concordia the lead back at 12-10. For the Knights, it's Roller Beer. Barger, there's Roller with kind of a wild shot. Mallory, good offensive rebound. It'll be the Knights' ball underneath. So Beer, Roller, Barger, Mallory, and Rouse out there for Norwell.
Here comes Kelly back. And Aubrey Dung also for Mallory.
Knack takes a seat for Concordia. Roller finds Dunnick. Thought about the three in the corner. Instead, the kick to Beer. That's off as Beer goes flying on the block out. And it'll be Concordia's ball. Of course, Courtney, I don't know that she weighs 110 pounds.
I'm not sure she does even soaking wet.
And Garcia, a very aggressive player, listed at 5'7".
Courtney plays like a bulldog, though.
She sure does.
Her size.
Yep. She's not real big, but she plays bigger than she is, that's for sure. Kelly being double-teamed and trapped up top, finally able to get it to Patterson. Starks didn't realize she was wide open, able to get the putback to go. And it's a 4-point Concordia lead with 6.5 left here in the first half. Barger launches a three and drills it.
That's a nice-looking shot.
She just has no fear. And Coach Dave Miller is letting Siler Starks have it, as I believe it was her responsibility to guard Barger in the corner. We'll keep it here because I think it's just a 30-second timeout. You talk about the Posey pot. When it comes to expressing your emotions, you can't go wrong with roses. So stop by the Posey pot at 126 Townley in Bluffton to order yours today. It was just a 30-second timeout for Concordia. So they've got 4 total timeouts left. And also now in for Concordia out of the timeout, Hope Canning, number 10, is out there in a guard spot. Norwell staying in their trap. No changes for the Knights. There's that angle pass. That's how you beat that defense. Oh, boy. Very tough shot by Garcia as she banks it in from 15 feet straight away. Nice pass underneath. That's Dunnick. Assist roller. Boy, Dunnick did a great job of muscling that up to the rim. Starks looking through the trap underneath. And a good rebound by Kaylee Roller. Hannah Knack couldn't get the short shot to fall. Excellent pass again from Roller to Rouse, and she couldn't get it to go. Just didn't quite get it up high enough on the backboard. Garcia up top as Norwell's falling back into a man-to-man defense. Kelly being guarded by Dunnick. That's quite a size advantage for Kelly. And a nice assist there to Knack. Makes it a 3-point game. That's going to be a foul on Carissa Garcia. Is that her second?
No, that's her first.
Okay. It's the 5th team foul on the Cadets. Norwell with just 3 team fouls so far. They've really let them play to this point. Although it's not been as physical as what you might expect.
No, it hasn't been. Especially 2 teams that are designed around hard-nosed defense.
Exactly. That's Barger in the corner looking for help. And gives it to Beer even further in the corner. Courtney trying to drive baseline, steps on it. It'll be Concordia's ball. 18-15, the Lady Cadets here, and even 5 minutes left in the half. Barger at the top of that 1-3-1 trap. And there's the angle pass they were looking for. Kenning was trying to get it to Knack on the cut underneath the basket, but good defense by the Knights to cut that play off. Brielle Wilson will check in and replace Barger. You know, I think she's every bit of 5'11".
Oh, every bit.
Long inbounds pass, able to be corralled by Starks. She'll set the offense for the Lady Cadets. Underneath, that's number 10, Hope Canning. And it's a 5-point lead for Concordia, their biggest lead of the night. They scored the first 4 points of the game, their previous lead. And Courtney Beer is going to be fouled. I think that's going to be on the floor against Hope Canning. 16 foul on Concordia, as Brielle Wilson will inbound. Roller, who's not had a lot of room to maneuver out there. Dunnick forcing it up. Riles with the offensive rebound, can't get it to go. It's finally pulled down by Shania Kelly, and Garcia will head the other way for the Cadets. She's being guarded by Wilson. 4:15 left in this second quarter. Oh, nice pick on the back pick.
Wide open.
Hannah Knack wide open. And Stark set a thunderous pick on the weak side. Coach Thornton will take a timeout. We'll take it along with him and be right back after these words from Troxel Equipment.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Quick timeout there by Coach Thornton as Roller brings it down. And I think that particular talk was just about how they're running their offense and
correct
getting the defense
correct
the way he wanted it, because that weak side obviously can be vulnerable, especially in the trapping defense.
Yeah, they're needing to watch that middle of the lane. I'm sure he was telling them that.
Jump ball called. Yeah, I would have been surprised if that would have been a foul. Concordia will maintain possession underneath the basket. Paige Patterson back in there out of the timeout, replacing Hope Canning. Boy, that is a dangerous pass. They've done that several times now. As Patterson working on Rouse, almost picked off by Roller. Kelly, good on the short jumper. Now Concordia's lead up to 9. Norwell hasn't scored in quite a while. Being outscored in this quarter 14-5. That's the difference. As Dunnick will try to go down low. She's just outsized down there. Norwell's going to have to start hitting some threes, as Courtney Beer not able to knock that one down.
Kelly came down with the rebound.
Now Garcia will set things up for the Cadets, being guarded by Wilson. Nice pass underneath to Stark. She's not able to handle it. They're really trying to get a mismatch between Starks and Beer and then post her up on the block.
Yeah, Courtney's a good defensive player, and they're trying to do a face guard on her tonight, but the size advantage might be a problem.
Roller will stop and launch a long three. No good. And I think it hit the guy wire. It did. You can see the strap moving just ever so slightly. So that'll give the ball back to Concordia. And I know what this feels like, especially for Kaylee Roller. She knows they haven't scored in a while, and somebody needs to break the ice. And as a senior leader, that's what she's trying to do.
Right.
Still got to be within the context of the offense, though, as Norwell back into their trapping defense. Starks, she'll launch a three short. However, Kelly right there for the putback rebound. Kelly is a load to handle underneath. She's quick, tall, and strong. 2:12 left in the half. Beer will launch another three. No good, but Dunnick blocked by Kelly. That's a great block underneath.
It sure was.
Dunnick has not been able to score in the paint. That's Patterson open. No good. And we'll see who that's against. It'll be a foul on number 15, Hannah Knack. She was wondering how that foul was called on her, and frankly,
I'm kind of wondering too. Yeah,
she was between a couple of nights.
That didn't look in our favor, but it came out that way.
Well, Norwell will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. It'll be Aubrey Dunnick. Alexa Mallory will be checking in for her if Aubrey's successful from the free throw line. It's been a long drought here for the Knights.
It has been. They've, just like you talked about with Kaylee, though, she's got to make sure she's going to try to take the whole team on her back at this time and
try
let it
to
flow.
Do too much, yeah.
She missed that free throw.
Yep, that's going to be a foul on Brielle Wilson. That'll be her
second foul.
Second.
Oh, they called on rolls.
Oh, wow.
Which would be her first.
Alexa Mallory back in there, and Aubrey Dunnick will take a seat. So that's the first foul on Logan. Fourth on the team. Concordia, nice pass underneath. And the adjustment that Concordia's made is they're throwing that angle pass now from even farther out on the floor than
farther
what they
away,
were
and they're
before.
getting deep down onto the baseline, and our baseline girls are up a little bit too high, so they're getting underneath her and getting a good angle at the basket.
They really are. That's a full timeout from Coach Thornton. We'll take a break and hear what Pizza Hut has for us this week.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com.
Welcome back to the Castle. The Lady Knights down by 13 with 1:39 left in the half. And, boy, they're going to need to make some adjustments. Concordia scoring pretty easily right now.
They are. Like I said, their baseline's getting up too high in that zone that they're playing there. I think if he doesn't switch out of it, he's got to bring them back down so they can't get that over-the-top pass.
They've scored probably 3 of their last 5 baskets on that particular set.
They're just too big for us down there if we let them have it that easy.
Kelly listed at 6'1", Hannah Knack at 6'1", Libby Hetler at 5'11", and even Starks, a guard at 5'9". That's a big guard. And there's another steal. Carissa Garcia comes out of the scrum with it. She'll pull up from 15 and drain it. Looked good on that shot, and it's a 15-point lead now for Concordia. Norwell needs a score. It's been a long time. That'll be a foul on Kelly. That'll be her second. Is Brienne Barger on the floor out of that timeout.
And they're into the 1-on-1.
18 fouls now on Concordia, 4 on Norwell. As Barger, the lefty, gets a friendly roll. And that breaks a scoring drought of at least 4 minutes in this second quarter.
And there goes the clock.
Well, that's not the first time that's happened this year. Of course, a new scoreboard and clock is on its way. Unfortunately, it's not here tonight, as it appears as though they've lost power to the scoreboard. There it is.
It's back on.
It's going to be an issue till they get the new one installed. Barger will try to make the back end of this 1-on-1. It's a good-looking shot. Doesn't fall, though, this time. And Starks comes out of there with it for the Cadets. Right at a minute left here in this first half. Norwell looking for a stop. They're in their man-to-man defense as Roller guarding Garcia up top. Starks being hounded by Courtney Beer. That's Patterson in the corner. Hannah Knack just kind of looking for somebody to pick as Starks doesn't get the roll on that one. Barger with a good rebound. Kayla Roller with 36 seconds. Crosses over on Garcia. Boy, that's a dangerous crossover. Tough to get away with that. A good defender will pick that off more times than not.
Logan Rouse tried to drive baseline there and hit it off a defender out of bounds, so it's be Norwell's ball out of bounds underneath their basket.
Roller will inbound for the Knights. Rouse, nice fake turn, but can't get the shot up on the glass. Good defense by Hannah Knack. Knack, not a lot of numbers, but boy, she's played really good defense for the Cadets. They'll hold it for one shot with 6 seconds. That's Starks trying to go one-on-one on Beer into the lane. Can't get it to go. Barger will pull down the rebound as the first half ends. And Concordia, more than solid first half. They lead by 14. It's 30-16. As we go to halftime, the Knights trailing. They'll need to make some adjustments for the second half. We'll talk about those after these words from our sponsors.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332. Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team, and a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long, and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Located in Fort Wayne, Indiana, the University of St. Francis is a private Catholic university enrolling 2,300 students in majors ranging from the liberal arts to the creative arts to the health services. Small class sizes, personal attention, and the freedom to explore your options. A USF education has a lot to offer. Visit their beautiful campus and see for yourself how you can be a part of the University of St. Francis. Visit usf.edu to learn more about the University of St. Francis.
Welcome back to the Castle and the Halftime Show. Well, it was a rough second quarter for the Lady Knights as Concordia kind of had their way in that second quarter.
They sure did. Outscored us 20-6 in that quarter, and it just came out strong and stayed with it that quarter. We kind of lost our bearings a little bit on defense there and struggled. But if I know Eric, he's adjusting and making some adjustments down there in the locker room, and they'll come out and be strong.
Do you see maybe more of a man-to-man defense in the second half than less of the trap?
I think that probably depends on the personnel he's got on the floor. When Barger's in there, I think they'll continue with that trap because she's just so long out top. But past that, I think they'll probably stay with a lot of man-to-man.
They really got burned by that angle pass from well out on the floor, 25, 30 feet. How do you adjust your defense for that particular play?
When they're playing that zone, that 1-3-1 zone in particular, the opposite wing really has to drop on that weak side to cover that baseline, and we're just not getting enough drop. They've got shooters, and I'm sure that's what the girls are worried about, is staying up for them to shooters, but you've really got to drop and cover that area.
They've really not hit many threes
to
this point.
Second quarter was all twos. They've only got 1 3 for the ball game.
Well, speaking of stats, I know you were keeping them. What can you tell us?
Well, I tried to keep up with it, but it's pretty tough. Like I said, individual scoring for Concordia in the first half there. Patterson had 2. Koenig had 2. Garcia had 5. Knack had 4 with a strong defensive presence there.
Yeah.
Starks is leading them, and she has 9. And Kelly, who we all expected would do well, is with 6, and Hetler with 2. That rounds out their scoring for Norwell. I've got Brielle Wilson for 2, Aubrey Dunnick with 5, Kaylee Roller with just 2, Brian Barliger for 4, and Logan Rouse for 3.
Well, and a pretty low-scoring contest as well. I mean, it's been a while since Norwell scored just 16 points in a half. Just to give you an idea, the Lady Knights, as we mentioned, scored 85 in their opening game against Wayne, 52 apiece against both Canterbury and Northwood. So they're well behind those scoring paces so far.
Different type of team tonight, too.
Yeah.
Concordia is, as we've mentioned before, a very good defensive team. Dave always has his teams prepared and the scouted us real well, I'm sure. So I think that's evident by Roller only having 2. He's concentrated pretty well on her.
The interesting thing about Concordia, they're kind of used to a low-scoring game. Their last couple of games, they've scored 35 and 36 points against East Noble and Homestead, respectively, but they've scored as many as 73 in their opener against New Haven.
Right, and Concordia typically has always been a team that can slow down or speed up. Dave really doesn't care which kind of game he has to play, but East Noble and Homestead, those are 2 tough teams that they've done that against. So,
and they're both 4A schools as well.
Right.
I mean, Concordia's already played 3 4A schools, beat 2 of them. Norwell, the only 4A school they played so far, and they've got a bunch on the schedule, but so far has been Fort Wayne, which they're a little down this year.
Right.
They lost a couple of great seniors from last year in the Sutorius girl.
Right.
Was a great player. But this is really the first adversity that Norwell's faced at all over their first now 4 games.
It is, and you've got the 2 seniors, Beer and Roller, but past that, they're a little young, a little bit of experience as far as the varsity thing. You got Dunnick out there who wasn't a varsity last year, Barger, who's just a freshman,
Logan Rouse,
who was JV last year, and even Alexa Mallory, to an extent, was varsity last year, but she's seen a bigger role this year.
Right.
So a little bit of an experience.
Yeah, and Concordia with several fast, strong players. The Garcia girls really impressed me so far tonight. She impressed me last year as a freshman, but a very calm presence out there with the basketball, considering she's just a sophomore. Starks, by the time it's all said and done, may be one of the best players in the area.
Very well,
over
maybe
the next couple of years.
She's got a good-looking game.
She really does. She's just athletic and a very good head on her shoulders. Never seems to lose her cool or her place on the floor. So they've got some really quality basketball players. Everybody knows about Shania Kelly, and she hasn't played that much tonight.
No, she hasn't.
So, and she's only put up 2 points?
2 points.
Wow. So, considering
6 points.
6 points, okay. Considering the fact they're up 14 and she's really not had that much of an impact to this point, Norwell's going to have to make some adjustments. And, I'd like to see they've kind of pushed it down inside a little bit and found out that they're a little bit short on the height because they've had it stuffed right back at them several times.
They certainly have, and I don't have the stats on rebounding, but I know we're getting out-rebounded, and they've had a lot of second-chance opportunity points that they put back for rebounds, so we've got to do a better job on the boards, pushing them out.
Kaylee Roller's done a good job of that so far. She's done a good job of really blocking out, but I'm sure Coach Thornton looking for a little bit more strength in that particular area. Well, we're just about ready to start the second half. We'll take one last quick break and be right back.
At Adams Memorial Hospital, we care for the things that mean the most to you, your health, your family, and your community. Compassion is just as important to us as being accredited, or our Follow My Health online patient portal, or having top-of-the-line medical technology. Because at Adams Memorial Hospital, exceptional care means listening a little longer, a hug, or a kind gesture from a nurse. Compassion and medical expertise. That's Adams Memorial Hospital. Exceptional care close to you.
Well, we're just about set to start the second half. I think it's going to be Norwell's basketball to start the second half, isn't it? I believe.
Yes, it is.
And on the floor for the Knights, it's Roller, Beer, Wilson, Dunnick, and Rowles. For Concordia, it's Kelly, Hetler, Patterson, Garcia, and Starks. So both sets of starters out there. Norwell, it would be very helpful if they were able to score here.
Well, it was a nice move by Courtney Beer down the lane. Got to the basket, but when she put it up there was Kelly and knocked it away.
Yeah, Kelly's got a 12, 13 inches on Courtney. And it must have brushed Courtney on the way down.
Courtney, yep.
Dunnick overplaying Kelly. Oh, nice pass underneath. Starks just posted up Beer. And it's a 16-point Concordia lead. Roller, the backdoor pass to Roller. Rouse couldn't get it up there. She just couldn't get an angle to get it up against the backboard.
It was a nice move, just didn't have the angle.
That's Kelly being guarded by Dunnick. And she works her way inside. Nice pass out of the trap. Starks will drive and be fouled. I'm guessing that'll go against Dunnick, but we'll have to check it and see. Yeah, it is. That's her second. Team's first here in the second half. And Starks will try to add to her total. Good touch on that free throw. Ashley Vandenboom will check in and replace Logan Rowles. So that's the first time I believe Ashley's been on the floor.
Yes, it is.
This evening. Starks good on both free throws. Norwell really needs a score here. They've not done much offensively since the first quarter, and Roller, not a good shot.
Maybe trying to do a little bit too much there.
Yeah, tried to flip it up left-handed from about 10 feet. This Concordia team is a good basketball team. They're disciplined, as you would expect a Dave Miller coach team to be. And we mentioned the fact this is really the first time the Lady Knights have seen any kind of adversity at all early here in this season.
You'll find out what you're made of in this.
That's exactly right. Concordia being very patient here with Kelly all the way up top. Patterson thought about the shot. She'll give it back to Kelly, and Kelly will pump one up. No good. That's off of Hetler, and it'll be Norwell's basketball.
Brianne Barger is going to come back in the game for Kaylee Roller, give her a break.
Coach Thornton will take another timeout, a 30-second timeout. They trail by 18. As we'll take the break along with them and be right back. 6:17 left here in this third quarter.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair. Brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrensbodyshop.com.
Well, it's obvious, Greg, I can't play basketball. My plastic bottle
right
ended up in the wall.
You're right next to the trash can, too.
That's horrible.
So Josh didn't get it from you, is what you're saying?
No, okay. No, he didn't. My basketball career ended real early in life. Boy, another steal by the cadets of Shania Kelly that time. Patterson, now Garcia. Garcia, just a good-looking guard out there, listed at 5'7". handles it well, plays strong.
When she's just a sophomore, too.
Oh.
Between her and Starks both being sophomores, they've got a good team there for a while.
They sure will. As Dunnick digging for the basketball, tied up with Hetler, it'll remain Concordia's ball. Barger, Wilson, Dunnick.
Rolls coming back into the game.
Is it Rolls or Rowles?
I always make that mistake, too. I think it's Rowles, to be honest with you.
All right, okay.
She came in for Brielle Wilson.
All right. How is that not traveling? That was Starks that went down. Dunnick charges in.
And that's exactly what she got called for.
Yeah. Shania Kelly was there for a long time before Dunnick ran into her.
And that's Aubrey's third foul of the game.
Second team foul on the Knights, and Alexa Mallory will check back in, replacing Dunnick. So it's Vanden Boom, Barger, Beer, Mallory, and Rowles out there for the Knights. Coach Thornton looking for a combination that can put the ball in the hoop. Points have been few and far between for the Knights here in the second. Since the second quarter. Certainly here in the second half. They've only scored 1 point. Or no, have they even scored in the second half?
No, they haven't scored yet.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Kelly was wide open.
I don't think she realized it. Yeah.
Instead, Garcia hits a three, and it's a 21-point lead for the Lady Cadets. Norwell just can't quite figure out. Well, there's a shot for Vanden Boom.
There's a nice drive.
Good drive by Ashley Vanden Boom, the little runner from about 10 feet. That gets the Knights on the board here in the third quarter. Rowles, just blown by Garcia. And another rebound by Hetler. Boy, they have just killed us on the offensive glass. That's Kelly on the wing, being guarded by Mallory. Hetler underneath. On the drive, no good, but Kelly right there. Actually, that might be Starks.
It's Starks. She went back up with it. She missed it, and Beard pulled down the rebound on that one, bringing it up the front court.
Boy, Dave Miller not happy with the no call there. Vanden Boom with another runner. Can't get this one to go.
It was a good look at it, though.
Nice pass up ahead. Just a little too far for Starks to reach it.
Kaylee Roller's going to come back in the game. She'll be in for Barger. And for Concordia, Koenig is coming back in.
Hope Canning. Canning, she's just a sophomore as well, listed at 5'6". Her and Paige Patterson look a lot alike. As Patterson, a junior. Nice pass underneath. Mallory gets the shot to drop and draws the foul on Shania Kelly. Kelly pounding the basketball there.
It was a nice assist from Logan on that one.
Rowles has had a couple very nice assists this evening. And checking in will be Hannah Knack for Shania Kelly. That was the third foul on Kelly. Both she and Garcia on the bench. I think that might be the first time that's happened this evening when they're both out. As Mallory's free throw short. I remember 2 years ago that girl didn't miss a free throw all year in the JV.
She has a nice touch.
That's Patterson. Now handling it up top with Garcia out. Of course, Starks, she'll see the ball a lot too, regardless. That's her on the wing, working on Rowles, and
well, it looked like it went off her foot, but they're saying it went off Rowles.
Well, Logan Rowles can't believe it. The Norwell fans can't believe it. The outside official saying, Coach, I can't overrule him from here. He was 3 feet away. That's Canning, leaving it for Starks, as the Norwell student section giving it to the official.
That was a travel by Starks across the middle, tried to make a jump move.
Yeah, you got to come down with both feet at the same time. I don't like that move anyway, but I've never thought you should be able to gain 6 feet or 8 feet on a jump. But
some teams that do it well.
Oh, yeah. But you can't come down with your feet
right
staggered. They've got to come down together. As Kaylee Roller running things again for the Knights here. Boy, if you're going to set a pick, Ashley, set it good. As Vandenboom up top. That's Beer in the corner. No good. Roller with the rebound blocked. Woo! And that looked like a clean block by Hannah Knack. She is called for the foul. That's her second. Kaylee Roller will go to the line. That official's drawing a lot of attention the last minute or two.
Got a lot of people not happy with it.
Yeah, he does. He's managed to anger both sides, which a good official will do.
Yeah.
Roller knocks down that free throw. The Knights pull to within 18 at 37-21. 2:39 left in this third quarter as Garcia re-enters. Patterson will take a seat for the Cadets. Well, the Knights knew they were going to have their hands full coming into this one tonight. And they're back in that trap with Vandenboom up top.
And they throw it away.
Good defense by Ashley.
Ashley's provided a nice little spark here since she's come in.
She really has. She's listed at 5'7", but she plays bigger than that. Shania Kelly back on the floor. Didn't notice who she replaced. Might have replaced Starks, yep. And now Norwell spreading out their offense a little bit. No, it's still man-to-man by Concordia. They're just really sagging off the weak side. Rouse throws up a wild shot. Well, she's got a... Beer was open in the corner. Garcia will slow things down. 2 minutes left in this third quarter. That's Kelly. Boy, Kelly not afraid to go out on the floor. She's a big girl underneath, but...
she handles it well.
She really does. As Rouse comes up with a steal. Now it's a jump ball. I think it'll go to Norwell. Yep. Brielle Wilson will check back in, replacing Rouse. Kaylee Roller will bring it up. It's been kind of a rough night for Kaylee so far.
It has. They've really put a lot of attention on Kaylee, though, so it's been tough for her.
That pass did not get through to Mallory. It's another turnover on the Knights, and Garcia will head the other way. If you're going to make that pass, it's got to be crisp. And that one was just kind of, she tried to time it instead of zipping it in there. Garcia being guarded by Beer up top. In the corner, that's Kelly. Kelly won't shoot that shot too often. Good kick. And open is Hope Canning. Concordia certainly spreading the wealth. Oh, nice find by Beer, but Wilson now on the drive, scores.
And fouled.
She'll go to the line for the potential three-point play. Boy, nice find here by Beer on that. I like that play. Yeah. Look opposite. Wilson will try to convert it here. And does. 39-24 Concordia with 49 seconds left in this third quarter.
That last foul was on Koenig from Concordia.
Very good. That was the third team foul in the second half on Concordia. 37 seconds. Kelly being guarded by Mallory. They swing it around to Garcia, who's being guarded by Beer. Well in their man-to-man. Garcia directing traffic and a 5-second call. Well, what's that supposed to be, 6 foot? If you're within 6 foot?
I think it's 6 foot that count goes. And Beer was right with her.
Yeah, she just stuck with her, and good defense by the Lady Knights. That's a Roller on the drive, can't get it to go. Hetler with the rebound, and Garcia the other way. Garcia being guarded by Wilson pretty closely. And they're not going to get a shot off. The official had called traveling, but the buzzer sounded before the call was actually made. So through 3, it's Concordia 39, Norwell 24. We'll take a break and be back with fourth quarter action after these words.
You care about your community, you shop local, and you enjoy personal interaction. You're doing more than spending your money, you're supporting your neighbors.
Hi, this is Carlos.
And this is Sarah from Bloomin' Boutique in Ossian. We would like to personally invite you to visit our shop, the Bloomin' Boutique, and check out all we have to offer.
At the Bloomin' Boutique, we have daily lunch specials like Taco Tuesdays, Witch Wednesdays, and Aloha Fridays. A large selection of smoothies, frappes, iced lattes, coffees, and teas.
We also carry a large selection of fresh flowers for bouquets and flower arrangements. Our shop is full of handmade, uniquely functional pottery, handmade jewelry, DeBrand's chocolates, and gifts. You don't need to go any further than the Bloomin' Boutique. Grab your latte, lunch, flowers, gifts, and chocolates all in one stop.
Support your local community by visiting Blooming Boutique, located at 106 South Jefferson Street in Ossian. Follow them on Facebook to view their daily lunch specials. Open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday and 9 to 3 on Saturday. The Blooming Boutique.
Concordia with the basketball to start this fourth quarter, and they have a 15-point lead. Things looked a little bit better there for the Knights toward the end of that third quarter.
A little bit. They went to a smaller lineup, too, a little quicker lineup and stuff, would surprise or not, but that seemed to open up the lane for them a little bit there in some of those drives.
Garcia with the forced shot there as Barger pulled down the rebound. Roller leaves it for Wilson. And Norwell with a little bit more pep in their step than what they had early in that third quarter. Their cuts are a little bit better. Their picks a little bit better. There's Beer for 3, no good. And a foul's going to be called on Aubrey Dunnick.
I have that as being her fourth foul.
She fouled
That
Paige
her
Patterson, her fourth. Yep, you're right, Greg. It's Patterson, Garcia, Starks, Kelly, and Hetler out there for Concordia. For the Knights, it's Wilson, Dunnick, Roller, Barger, and Beer. Oh, nice cut by Starks. Beer able to get a hand on it and knock it away, but it'll remain Concordia's ball. Starks is listed at 5'9". Courtney.
She looks taller than that.
She does. Courtney listed at 5'3". I don't know that she's that tall. So it's quite a difference. And they've done a good job of capitalizing on that size difference. As Garcia is going to go back to the line, the foul on Roller. That's her first. Garcia, who's had a good night all around, as you mentioned, Greg, just a sophomore.
Yeah, certainly a good night. It's one of their leading scorers tonight, and certainly leading the steals and done a good job on the boards also.
Yeah, she's added several rebounds as well. Really, her responsibilities running the offense, she's done an impeccable job this evening. As she is able to drain a couple of free throws, lead back up to 17 for Concordia. Just under 7 minutes left in this one. Beer up top. And I'll tell you the other thing that's really hurt Norwell tonight, they've not been able to loosen up Concordia's defense by hitting the three-point shot.
They haven't hit any, so they've been able to just sag in that middle and make it even tougher for us.
They've got such a rebounding advantage if they're able to stay in that lane. If you can't draw them out, makes it tough. As Starks picks up her first foul. Each team now with 4 team fouls here in the second half. Not a lot of fouls called as Dunnick kind of shoved off against Kelly, and she's done. Oh. She'll be replaced by Alexa Mallory. Well, Aubrey certainly put a lot of effort into it tonight.
She certainly did. She's one of the most physical ones on that team.
And Coach Thornton's going to use a full timeout. The Knights trail 41-24, 6:43 left on the clock. We'll take a break and be right back.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Well, here at the Castle, the Lady Knights trail by 17. We forgot to mention it earlier, but Concordia going for the sweep tonight as their C team defeated the Lady Knights 26-17 over in the auxiliary gym. And their JV team won here on the main floor 47-35. Although that game was close.
It was closer than what the score would appear, yes.
Yeah, a minute and a half or so. As we mentioned, Concordia was favored by 2. A lot of action, though, here at Norwell tonight. Also, 7th and 8th grade boys playing in the middle school. I believe they both won. I know.
Yes, they did.
I know the 8th grade was big.
Big. Very big.
But I didn't get to see any of the 7th grade game. Concordia with the basketball coming out of this timeout. Kelly, there's that angle pass again. Patterson underneath, and Wilson did a good job that time. She dropped down, as you talked about, knocking the pass away. Not able to make the steal, but certainly prevented an easy basket as she's guarding Garcia. That's picked off by Alexa Mallory. And Beer will head the other way. Now Roller into the front court. Wilson on the curl is going to be fouled by Starks, I believe. If it is, that'll be her second.
Yes.
Solaire, spelled with a Y, as Mallory's pass is tipped. And off of Patterson, it'll remain Norwell's ball. Here inbounding. Boy, Garcia, you know, we haven't talked about it a whole lot, but Garcia's defense on Kaylee Roller has been outstanding.
Been very good. They've really put the pressure on Roller tonight. And that basket was by Barger underneath with a nice swing move.
Barger, of course, a left-handed shooter, which is, they just don't see too many lefties.
No, but I sure think it's a pretty shot. I always love watching a left-hander shoot.
Yeah, there's something about, kind of like a left-handed swing in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
It just seems smoother. As that's Kelly being guarded by Mallory. Oh, into the lane. Nice move. And a foul along the way. We'll give the Cadets the ball underneath.
That foul was on Mallory.
That's her second. Team 6th. Norwell running out of time here. Just 5.5 minutes left. And Concordia will be patient with the basketball. They're going to have to make something happen with some steals and stops if they want to get back in this. Oh, boy. And Garcia is going to be called for the offensive foul. Kaylee Roller did a great job of moving her feet on that play.
She did. She got good position on it. What's even better to see is the sportsmanship afterwards. Garcia knocked her down. She went over and gave her a tap on the back. Is good play. So always like to see that type of.
You know, and I'll tell you what, unfailingly, I mean, I've been watching Dave Miller coach basketball for a lot of years. I've never seen his team not be that way.
Dave's a class act, and his teams are always the same way.
Beer off on the 3 attempt there. Courtney empty from beyond the arc tonight. She's had some good looks, just hadn't been able to knock them down. Underneath, good defense by Roller. And it's going to be tied up. It'll be Norwell's basketball.
So much of our offense depends a lot on hitting some threes out there. It always has, and we've had such good shooters. But, boy, when you're not hitting it, it just puts extra pressure on it.
Yeah, it really does. I don't think Kaylee's taken one tonight as she flips that shot up there left-handed. Bram Barger there for the offensive rebound. One of the few offensive rebounds tonight for the Knights. That's one area that Concordia has really dominated. And Coach Miller wants a timeout for the Cadets. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. Concordia leads the Knights 41-28, 4:37 left in this one. We'll hear from Daniels Jewelers and be back.
This is Dan and Jane with Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton.
We want to remind everyone that we do in-house repair with our specialty being restoration and resetting.
Jewelry that is worn frequently over the years usually needs some TLC, prong retipping, resetting, or sizing.
It's so much fun to see the customer's reaction when they see their jewelry looking almost brand new.
Or maybe it's time for a new style. Choose from all styles of settings or let us design one just for you.
Daniels Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
The new Kaler Nickel Foundation Family YMCA, 550 West Desmond Road in Bluffton, is now open and invites you to stop by and take a tour of the new facility. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're part of a community, surrounded by friends as well as caring and knowledgeable staff. Here are just a few of the benefits of joining the Y. Unlimited participation in group exercise classes, free childcare while you work out, and free private health and wellness consultations. You don't want to miss out on all your local YMCA has to offer. To learn more, visit fwymca.org.
Concordia with the basketball out of this timeout. They lead by 13. Almost cut into that lead a little bit. Oh, what a move by Starks. On the drive, no good, but Hetler with the offensive rebound, and Courtney Beer
comes out of the pile with it.
Smallest player on the floor. Rouse, I thought she was going to go baseline there. Instead, cross court to Wilson. Wilson on the drive, can't get it to go. Kelly pulls down the rebound for the Cadets. That was a big opportunity there. Mm-hmm. Just over 4 minutes to go in this one. Kelly being guarded by Barger. Barger really harassing her. Now Garcia on the drive. Nice shot off the glass. Wait, how many does she have now? She has had an excellent basketball game.
I've got her for 12 points.
Roller draws the foul as Garcia helps her up.
Yeah, Garcia's just had an all-around good game. As you said, lead the point, the team there, and then she might be leading scorer for them. It's pretty close between her and Starks.
That foul was actually called on Shania Kelly. That's her fourth. I didn't see Kelly in the vicinity of that play. Ashley Vandenboom back on the floor for the Knights. Courtney Beer will take a seat.
Roller hit the first free throw of that.
40. I missed that last basket by Garcia. 43-29. Hetler corrals the loose ball. Boy, Garcia just pushes it. Nice move by Starks. And that'll be a foul on Ashley Vandenboom, I believe. Although we'll double check it. Yep, it is on Ashley. That'll be her first. Hannah Knack back out there for Coach Miller, replacing Shania Kelly.
Starks have just got such a quick first move to get by the defender. It's been tough for him.
She really does. Her first step is just blazing fast. And she looks pretty good shooting her free throws as well. As she nails that one. 3:33 left in this.
She made her second.
Good on both of them. 45-29 Concordia. Wilson leaves it for Roller. Roller wants the pick. It really wasn't a pick set there as Rouse can't get the three to go.
She kind of shot that one off balance, leaning backwards.
Oh, great pass underneath. From Starks to Hetler. I think Rouse is going to get called for this foul.
Yeah, she got her on the way up.
That'll be her second. Team's eighth. So both teams now in the bonus. See Curtis Blackwell in the house as he walks out. the Ball State-bound lineman from this year's football team. Courtney Beer back on the floor, quickly replacing Brielle Wilson.
Hetler hit her first free throw.
17-point lead now for the Cadets. Her second, also good. And that lead back up to 18. Norwell had it down to 13 there for a moment, but Concordia gets it right back up to 18. That's Barger on the curl, and that's going to be a foul on Hetler. The few Concordia fans that are here are not happy with that call. But the officials decided there just weren't enough of them to worry about.
Yeah, and that's her third foul.
So the third foul on Hetler. They really can't make enough noise to really cause a problem. There's maybe 20.
Yeah, and maybe another 10 behind their bench, so there's not a whole lot.
Yeah. Of course, it's a sparse crowd for the Knights as well tonight. Mostly the diehards that are here this evening. Everybody else at home watching IU play Fort Wayne or IPFW. I mean, I went to IPFW. I don't think I'll ever be able to call it Fort Wayne University. We had a couple of substitutions there. Patterson back in there for Concordia. She gets the angle pass. Great pass underneath. Knack couldn't get it to go. And Barger with another rebound. Roller quickly the other way. That's Vandenboom. Roller with a long three. This one's good. Just the second three, I believe, of the evening for the Knights.
That'd be the third three for them.
Third three,
Yep.
Okay. 2.5 minutes left. 14-point lead for Concordia, and Norwell trapping. There's that angle pass. And this time it's thrown away. That'll be Norwell's basketball. And Coach Miller, I believe, wants a timeout. Yep, it'll be a full timeout. Norwell's got Concordia's lead down to 14. They've scored the last 4. We'll take a break and be back after these words from our sponsors.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
Yeah. Welcome back. 2:24 on the clock. Norwell trailing by 14. We were just talking about the fact that hitting the threes has been a struggle for the Knights tonight, and they're going to have to hit them to beat good teams. It just allows, it doesn't put enough pressure on the defense when they're not hitting that shot. It's Roller, Beer, Vandenboom, Barger, and Wilson out on the floor for the Knights. Garcia, Patterson, Kelly, Knack, and Starks for Concordia. That's going to be a foul on Starks as she just kind of ran into Brielle Wilson. Brielle changing directions. And she'll shoot 1 and 1. That's the 9th team foul on Concordia. Concordia in the bonus as well. Norwell has 18 fouls. And that
barely drew iron on
barely
that one.
caught iron, yeah.
Kelly came down with the rebound.
Garcia travels. Yep, she was expecting Hannah Knack to go backdoor on that play, and Knack just kind of stopped in her tracks. Boy, Knack is tall as well, listed at 6'1". She looks at least that. Beer handling it up top.
On girls, you're supposed to say 5'13". They never like to go over that 6
They don't
mark.
like that, do they?
Yeah.
Wilson on the drive is going to draw the foul. She'll shoot 2. Well, she would have shot 2 either way, as that's the 10th team foul on Concordia. It'll go on Solaire Starks. Wilson will shoot a pair. Starks over conversing with Coach Miller.
She missed that shot, but it did look better than the last free throw.
Yeah. Had a better chance of going in for sure. Wilson's second, no good as well. It's been an area of concern, I would think, for the Knights so far this year. They didn't shoot it well against Wayne when I was here from the line.
From the line. Well, they certainly practice it enough.
I do not doubt that in the least. That foul's going to go against Norwell. It'll be Brielle Wilson's second foul. Kelly will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1. One more, and they'll be in the double bonus as well. Minute 47 left. As Shania able to knock down their free throw. And Concordia's done a good job from the free throw line tonight.
They have. I've got them missing 2 of...
Several.
2 of 12.
2 of 12.
Of all they've missed.
There,
2 of
you
12,
jinxed her.
So, yeah.
Attaboy.
Should have talked about it earlier.
Yeah. Vandenboom pulled down the rebound, and Roller will bring it across the timeline. Here leaves it for Wilson. Roller with a long three and drains it.
Kind of starting to find a groove here at the end.
Well, that was almost out to the volleyball line. As there's that cross-court pass. Starks looking to drive the short jumper good. She's just got a good-looking shot. Good player there, and just a sophomore. Between she and Garcia, this team's going to be good for at least the next few years.
Yes, it is. Dave's cupboard is pretty full.
Yes, it is.
Garcia on the steal there.
That was actually Patterson.
Oh, Patterson, sorry.
Yep. Another ponytail. And another foul on the Knights. It is on Vandenboom. That'll be her second, team's 10th. So Garcia will shoot a pair, leading by 14, 51.8 on the clock. So at this point, we're just trying to determine what the final score will be, as Concordia will go over the half-century mark. And 52 now for Concordia. In for the first time is Hannah Koch, listed at 6'2". Also, number 13, Caroline Morrison. Koch is a junior. Morrison is just a sophomore. Morrison listed at 5'7". Koch again at 6'2". She's guarding Barger. Barger with the left-handed jumper, and Koch's going to draw the foul. So Barger will go to the line. 41.6 left in this one. Norwell, most likely here, will suffer their first loss of the year. They would go to 3-1. Concordia would improve to 5-1, with their only loss being to a very good Homestead team.
An extremely good Homestead team that we're going to see here in another week.
Yeah, and they got 3 D1 basketball players.
Right.
I mean, they have now for 2 years. Jasmine Geist, Carissa McLaughlin, Madison Parker, the coach's daughter.
Right.
24 seconds, and Roller's going to pick up a foul. That'll send Morrison to the line. Well, I tell you what, Coach Miller only loses 3 seniors. Now, they're good ones. Hannah Knack, Shania Kelly, and Olivia Hill, but Olivia Hill hasn't even played this evening. Morrison not able to get that one. Well, so he has got a lot of talent returning. Now, they're not going to be as big, but certainly a lot of talent. As Morrison able to knock down a free throw. 22 seconds left.
Looked like they had a little bit of height on the JV that might be coming up, too, though, to replace that.
They did look, their JV looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Of course, they won. here on the Knights' home floor, as Beer couldn't get that shot to go by 12. As the clock runs out on a Concordia victory, Norwell suffers their first loss on their home floor, 53-38. We'll do some figuring and have some stats for you. Hopefully Coach Thornton will be able to join us as well. And we'll have all that in just a moment. Thanks for joining us on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Introducing Pizza Hut's first $5 flavor menu. Just $5 each when you order 2 or more. Say yes to a medium one-topping pizza. Yes to Wing Street Wings. Yes to new stuffed garlic knots. And much more. It's easy to say yes to our first ever $5 flavor menu. Only at Pizza Hut.
The $5 flavor menu is now available from your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. To place an order, call 824-5701 or order online at pizzahut.com. Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
All repair shops are basically the same.
False. There are substantial differences among repair shops. Some have made large investments in equipment and training, others have not. Always do your homework when selecting a repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lawrence Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit lawrencebodyshop.com.
Aussie and Do It Best Hardware is your one-stop shop for all your home repair needs, featuring Valspar paints. They have propane refill, screen repair, and a complete rental center, along with a large selection of home improvement items, from electrical and plumbing supplies down to the nuts and bolts you need. Summer has been beautiful this year, but it's time to start thinking about the fall projects that need done around the house. Visit Aussie and Do It Best on Hirely Drive, just off Highway 1 in Ossian.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult youth double leagues with 1 adult and 1 child per team, or 2 youth may make a team at a youth league for ages 4 to 19 starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every game. The Bowling Center in Bluffton, located at 1231 South Scott Street. For complete details, visit bowlbluffton.com, and don't forget about Friday Fun from 12 to 6. Only $1 per game and 50-cent shoes at a smoke-free environment. bowlbluffton.com. bowlbluffton.com.
Welcome back to the Castle and the post-game show as the Lady Knights suffer their first loss of the season to Concordia, 53-38. Concordia moves to 5-1 on the season. Norwell falls to 3-1. And Greg, I think there's no question Concordia definitely the best team the Lady Knights have seen so far this year.
By far. And that's you never like to say a good loss, but that's a very good team, but that is going to prepare us for the run into the conference and stuff. So it's, as a takeaway, you learned a lot tonight.
Yeah, and a lot of times, I mean, like you say, there's no such thing as a good loss because nobody wants to lose. But the reality is, you can learn a lot in over the course of a loss. And I think, the Lady Knights learned a few things. First of all, it's very obvious. They got a hit from outside, and they've got a tough string of games coming up here over the next couple of weeks. South Adams may not be a big test on the 29th, but starting December 2nd, they've got Huntington North at Huntington North, one of the favorites to win the NE8 this year. And then at Wabash, then Columbia City here at home. Columbia City might be down a little bit from what they've been the last couple of years, though.
She'll have her team ready. She's always prepared and ready to. It's always a battle with Columbia City. I'm not sure what that is, but that's always a good game.
It definitely has become a rivalry. And then on December 14th at Homestead.
That'll be a tough one.
Yep.
That'll be a tough one. But you know what? They're up to the challenge, and it'll be good for them. As you said, you learn a lot in losses. With these two coaches we had tonight, they both will coach to the end in any game. So they're continually teaching, no matter what the score is. Neither one of them give up.
Now, I'm not too sure about the South Adams game. We'll definitely have the boys game on. We'll be able to bring that one to you against Mississinawa. But I don't know that we'll be able to allow to be broadcast down there at South Adams. So we may not be on the air for that one. But So the next girls' game that I'm positive that we'll do will be at Huntington North. They're great to us over there. And if we can do South Adams, we certainly will. But watch the website, wellscountyvoice.com, for updates as far as the game schedules. And I know, Greg, you've got some stats there for us.
I've got a few stats. Let's start with Concordia for the scoring. Of course, unofficial. I've got Patterson with 2 points, Koenig with 4, Garcia with 14, Morrison with just 1 free throw. Knack had 4, Starks had 17, leading scorer for him. Kelly had 7, and Hetler had 4. For Norwell, at Brielle Wilson with 5, Aubrey Dunnick with 5, Ashley Vandenboom with 2, Kaylee Roller with 10, Brianne Barger led in scoring tonight with 11, Alexa Mallory with 2, and Logan Rouse with 3. Probably the interesting stat that I was able to get out of this was free throw shooting. Usually the Norwell strong point. Tonight they were under 50%. They were only 8 for 17, where Concordia went 13 for 17, and most of those were in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
where we just kept putting them at the line.
Yeah, they did a great job from the free throw line, and in the opening game against Wayne, Norwell struggled from the line a little bit as well. They put up 85 points, but their free throw percentage was not what I'm sure what Coach Thornton would.
Well,
expect.
And it's a big thing when you come into conference or tournament time. The free throws is a much bigger thing.
Absolutely.
So you've got to be hitting those, and like I said, being on the staff earlier, I know how much they're working on those in practices. So
yeah,
it's a little bit surprising. It'll be an emphasis for them for sure.
Yeah, and from a defensive standpoint, I mean, I thought they got after it well tonight, but Concordia just did a great job of finding the holes on that baseline, especially that really opened it up against the zone trap. And once they got out to a double-digit lead, it was all over but the shouting.
Pretty tough. It's pretty tough to come back on a team with that kind of height and athleticism that they've got. Once they get a lead, they can just keep pounding inside. And it was obviously what they did in the second half, where they went to the free throw line 15 of their 17 times were in the second half. So,
well, I don't know that Eric's going to be able to make it up tonight. I believe he's doing some extra teaching post game. So I tell you, I was thinking about it, Greg. I thought Aubrey Dunnick really played a nice ball game tonight.
She did play a good game. She played tough.
Fouled out, but yes, very aggressive. Probably as good a defender as the Knights had on the floor tonight. Only got 5 points, but tried to create a lot of opportunities. And I think she kind of stood out for me tonight. Your thoughts on that?
I think for being overmatched as far as height and the amount of big girls that they had underneath she did a phenomenal job of really getting there, attacking, and really never giving up, and did a job. I don't know what her rebounds were, but I know she did a good job there too.
I'm going to take your headset away here for just a second. Coach Eric Thornton joining us for the post-game show, as Aubrey Dunnick will be our player of the game this evening. There was a couple of players that had more points. Kaylee Roller with 10, and Brianne Barger had 11 points. That's a really quiet 11 points, all in the fourth quarter. But we'll name Aubrey that tonight. But right now we're joined by head coach Eric Thornton. And, Coach, that is one good basketball team you faced off against tonight.
Yeah, they're really good. Just a ton of respect for Dave Miller, for his staff, for his players. He has what I think, and I've watched 4 of their games on film, and, they do the same stuff, but they just do it better, is the best way I can describe it. And when I watched them play Homestead, at Homestead last Thursday, and they've got Homestead down 6 at halftime.
Wow. And
it was almost flawless basketball.
Yeah.
And then Homestead exerted their will, as good teams will. They're going to do something about it. Good teams, good players don't want to be embarrassed. Something happens to them, they're going to respond to it in a way that's not going to happen again.
Yeah.
And I wished we would have done that earlier tonight, and we really tried in the second quarter to get our kids to stay connected in that game, and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
The second quarter was the game for us.
Yeah.
And Concordia, they were really good in that quarter, but a lot of that was us as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we tried to do too much on the offensive end, and it's not the way we can play.
Right.
Certainly against a good team, we can't get away with that. That hurt us bad, and it affected us on the defensive end of the floor. And it just was a series of things. It wasn't any one thing. And we've got to look back at that second quarter and say, we're tied going into the second. We lose the second half by 1. We got down 21, which is obviously insurmountable against these guys.
Yeah.
But we just tried to keep saying, let's get it under 10. Let's get it under 10. And had we made a few free throws, we could have done that. We didn't have enough time to win the game at that point. But we're really working forward towards, becoming the type of team we want to be. And we got some things moving in the right direction as the game went on. It could have got real ugly tonight. And a credit to our kids for not allowing that to happen. But I'm just, we've got to go back to that second quarter and really look at that and get better from it.
Yeah, and, the good news is it's obviously very early in the season. They're a great team. And sometimes in a loss, although there's never a good one. Yeah. I've never seen a good loss.
Only if, in the tournament it's not a good loss, obviously. But in the regular season, it's only a good loss if we do something about it and we get better from it.
Right.
I would put Concordia definitely in the top 3 teams on our schedule this season.
Yeah.
And I won't say the other 2 because I don't want to disrespect anybody. but I have those names in my mind. But, our kids have got to go through this process. Yeah. And I told them that. They've come a long way since the end of last season. We've had a great start to the year.
Mm-hmm.
We can look at this and say, hey, we can use this, and we're going to learn from it. And we have the types of kids that will do that.
And I thought they made some great adjustments, especially in the fourth quarter. I mean, the ball movement was much better in the fourth quarter. It wasn't just going into the black hole underneath the basket.
Yeah.
And, kicked out, hit a couple threes, which was a struggle. Especially in that second quarter.
Yeah, it just nothing went our way, but we've got to understand that we have some things there that we can control that we did not, and that's what we're going to point to, and I'm glad we get to come in tomorrow and look at this and then turn the page, and then enjoy some time with our families, and then let's get ready for next week because we get a chance to play a couple solid ball teams next week.
Yeah, so. I told Greg I don't know that we'll be able to be with you down at South Adams. They've kind of not let us participate down there the last couple of years, so we may not be with you. But certainly at Huntington North, we'll be there. That should be a good one.
It'll be good. I saw them play Whitco last week. They're solid. There's just so many good teams in this area and on our schedule, and we're going to keep working. I love this team.
Yeah.
I love these kids, and they're disappointed in the way things went tonight, but this team's going to be a good team.
Yeah,
so,
they are. They're going to be good. They're athletic and fun to watch, and it's going to be fun to see their growth throughout this season as it develops.
I think so, and I said, maybe we get to see this team again.
Yeah,
and that means that we're in the regional, and if this team has the ability to do that. So,
absolutely.
Yep.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Thanks a lot. You too, guys.
Enjoy the family. I know you will.
Yep, and Greg, you and Bro, you too. So, yep.
I was going to say,
get to talk
I
to
got some special help tonight.
Yeah, you know what? The guy hadn't been around yet. And I see the guy tonight, and we lose. So I don't know. That's what family's for.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yep. So,
well, hey,
thanks
for
guys.
Joining us.
All right, appreciate it.
All right. Oh, there we go. Yep, I thought he was going to pass it over my head, Greg. But final thoughts here as we wrap things up, the last action before Thanksgiving.
Oh, I guess I'd just have to echo Eric's sentiments there that no loss is a good loss, but it's what you do with that loss and what you grow from it. And like I said, being on staff with him, I know tomorrow they'll be right back at it.
Yep.
They'll be working hard at the things that they didn't do correct in this game, working on that weak side defense that we talked about earlier. But very good team in Concordia. I mean, really, if that second quarter, like he said, was it. If they would have hit some of the threes, maybe improved on the free throw percentage, it'd been a ball game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not like they can't be with this team. They certainly can. So
and relatively young. I mean, you lose 82% of your scoring to graduation last year, and that's tough to replace. And it's going to come in. It's not a linear progression. It comes in fits and starts.
Yeah, and frankly, it's the first time I've gotten to see him this year, not on The Voice. I'm impressed. I didn't know how it would go with losing the seniors that they did last year. I mean, you lost so much off that team, but they have kicked right in and filled in. You know, our player of the game, Aubrey, coming from the JV team last year and coming in and starting and just playing so physical. The Barger, the freshman, kicking in, and they've turned out even better than what I had hoped they'd be. So they've got a good look at this year.
They really do, and a good future ahead of them. But for tonight, our future is over. Norwell, one more time, goes down in defeat to Concordia 53-38. We'll talk to you after the holiday. Everybody listening and watching, have a safe, blessed holiday season with your families over the next couple of days. Really like to thank Greg Thornton for joining me this evening.
Thank you for having me. It was my pleasure.
And for him and the rest of the crew, his father Roger, handling the camera, this is Greg Van Meter saying so long, everybody.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.